If you are joining me for the first time, please remember to click subscription button and hit that notification bell to be the first person to receive the video that will be produced by Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, updating you. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media.
So much in the media interacting with you. I think it's just a strategy. You know, politics, you have to play it carefully, you know. Otherwise, you might get lost. And what we want to discuss today is the issue that has been prevailing in the public domain on the Hatembos, Feluna Hatembo and Milton Hatembo disappearance. This is an issue that has, I think worried most Zambians, those who care. But we want to start by saying that the issue, we need to understand where this story is coming from. This story of the Hatembos is not the story, the end story. This is not the end story. It is where it is coming from. The Hatembos are the key witnesses to alleged crimes that were committed. Alleged crimes that were committed by a number of people, including Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. And I'm not trying to be political here. I am not trying to be political. For me, I don't take up matters for political expediency. Such matters, I take them because they are in the public interest and ultimately they are for the good of the people. In this instance, we are talking about a family that was deprived of the land that belonged to their father. This is what we are talking about. And this land is the Kalomo Farm number 1924. Kalomo Farm number 1924. If you remember very well, in November, I called for a press conference where I laid down before you the evidence surrounding Kalomo Farm number 1924. But of course, people with political interest, political bias, they have chosen to ignore the evidence that I gave in this room. The evidence is very clear. And the evidence points to cases of pecuniary advantage. The evidence points to forgery. And these are the cases that we're talking about. And these are serious cases. But we want to water down that criminality and bring in politics. There is no politics here. It is very straightforward. That farm was mortgaged to Lima Bank. Kalomo Farm number 1924 was mortgaged to Lima Bank by Mr. Samson Siatembo, the late Samson Siatembo. After mortgaging that farm to Lima Bank, Lima Bank was liquidated. And who liquidated Lima Bank? It's Grant Thornton. Grant Thornton, they were the people that were chosen to liquidate Lima Bank. At the end of the day, we have a farm that belonged to Lima Bank, in other words, belonging to the Zambian people, because Lima Bank belonged to the Zambian people. We have a farm in the hands of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, who was a senior partner in Grant Thornton. Honestly, where is politics here? Where is hatred for Mr. Hakainde Hichilema? These are facts. And documents are there. I showed you here the mortgage that Mr. Siatembo and Lima Bank entered in. Later on, I showed you an assignment which was used to change the names of Mr. Sia Tembo into Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. And that assignment was forged because it was written that the seller was Feluna. The seller was Feluna, and there is a signature of Feluna purporting to have signed it. But you, some of you media people here, you even interviewed Feluna. She's on video saying, "It is my brothers who sold me. I never even got one ungwe." When she appeared on that named the first time that Feluna came up, in as much as she was trying to exonerate some people, but she came out and clearly said, "I never got any money." And she refused, having had signed that assignment. So if Feluna is saying, "No, I never signed this. I never signed this assignment," how did Mr. Hakainde Hichilema get that assignment to have the names changed into his name? Where is the politics there? Where is hatred for Mr. Hakainde Hichilema? There is no politics there. It's very straightforward. I went and reported the matter to the Anti-Corruption Commission because a company that was supposed to liquidate that firm, the senior manager is possessing one of those firms. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema like to say a willing seller, a willing buyer. Who is the willing seller here? Because we are saying that this firm belonged to Lima Bank under liquidation. So who is willing seller? The assignment that you are saying that they used at the Ministry of Lands, go and do a search. Go and do a search. You will find the assignment. And that assignment is saying Feluna with wrong spellings. But Feluna, in the video, which was orchestrated by the UPND, refused to have received the money. Clearly, that is forgery. Clearly, that is forgery. So, this case, what I want to emphasize that when I called you here, that I'm going to the Anti-Corruption Commission, it was not about politics. When I went to the Anti-Corruption Commission, it was not about politics. It was about a crime. Crimes which were committed. A crime of pecuniary advantage, a crime of forgery. This is what this is all about. And when you understand that, you will be able to understand, to make sense in the disappearance of the Hatembos. You will be able to make sense if you understand that there is a crime committed here. You will be able to understand why the Felunas are missing. And you will be able to understand or guess who is hiding the Felunas. You will be able to tell. The Felunas are the key witnesses to this. They are the key witnesses to this. And you must understand that being a key witness, it doesn't mean that you always have to agree. You always have to agree with the prosecution. You can even be on the side of the accused. But when you are not telling the truth, or when you are trying to hide something, you're still a witness. You're still a witness. So I'm not interested in, no, Feluna has been saying this, saying good, speaking good of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. I'm not interested. The only question that I would want to ask Feluna today, if I were to meet her, is simply to say, did you sign here? And I know she didn't sign. She would say, I never signed. And I would have to ask Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, how did you get this assignment? There is no politics here. There is no politics. It's clear crimes committed. And those people are missing because somebody has committed a crime and is scared that these people, if they are put on the stand, I'm gone. There is no politics here. It is about criminality. I emphasize it's about criminality. No politics. But you see, this is a country where we have the security wings, where we have law enforcers, I want to express to you my disappointment to the law enforcers, the Anti-Corruption Commission. I reported this case in November last year. Mid-November last year. But up to today, we have not gotten, the results, what's going on there. I am asking the Anti-Corruption Commission, can you please give us where you are? I'm the complainant. At least tell me, at least call me and inform me that you are looking at this case. Because this case now, people are even thinking to say, no. Like somebody was saying that, no, there was no evidence. Evidence is there. Even yourselves, if you go and do a search at the Ministry of Lands, you will find those documents. You will find the forged assignment. If you check, you will also find that farm belonged to Lima Bank during the time of liquidation. What is going on? The Anti-Corruption Commission. More disappointment goes to the police. When a citizen is lost, it doesn't matter who it is. When a citizen is lost, the police must be able to find that person. The last we heard of the Felunas, it was mid-February, when they were having that press conference with this at Zitukule Consortium, Executive Director, Nicholas Piri. That is the last we saw them. And Nicholas Piri, some of these NGOs, they call themselves civil societies. But they are wolves in the sheep's skin. These are politicians. These are dangerous politicians. It is bad that in this country we have some of these people calling themselves civil societies, and yet they are politicians. Cowards they are. If you want to do politics and you want to support a particular party, come out as a politician. Don't hide in civil society. This Nicholas Piri, clearly you can see that this man belongs to the UPND. He belongs to the UPND. But this man is the last person, as far as I'm concerned, in public, is the last person I saw with Feluna. And he's loitering around. The police have not even interviewed him. There are other people, of course, that came in contact with the Felunas. Why have the police not followed them? We cannot be missing people in a country like needles. A human being cannot just disappear in thin air in this country. It doesn't work out like that. Failure to resolve cases like this one, cases which are of high public interest, failure to resolve these cases, it erodes public confidence. And President Edgar Lungu, by the way, gave the IG a 6 months performance contract. Vakakoma Kanganja is on a 6 months performance contract. And the statement was issued at the beginning of this year. That's when the statement was issued. You all saw it. It was on State House headed paper. Kakoma given 6 months performance contract. We are now in May, 20th May, by the way. Just a few days before we get into June, 6 months yakwan. Has Vakakoma Kanganja restored confidence in the public? When we have cases like this one, still unresolved. What is going on? What is going on in this country? Can we have confidence in the police when we have people, 2 adult people missing? Relatives went to the police, reported the matter that they are missing. And the police seem to have no clue to find where they are. What is going on? Even the case of forgery itself, they recorded a warn and caution. A warn and caution is on ice. Why is the warn and caution on ice, Vakakoma Kanganja? Why? Why? Is it that you have found out that, no, there is no case here? I know sometimes they talk about the DPP. Has the DPP given her legal opinion that there is no case, when we can clearly see that there is forgery here? What is going on? They are letting us down. They are letting us down. And I think President Edgar Lungu ought to act, especially on Vakakoma Kanganja, because he's on a 6 months performance contract. President Edgar Lungu must act on Vakanganja. And I want to state it categorically that he must fire Vakakoma Kanganja. Vakakoma Kanganja has failed. He has failed. Actually, he has got so much patience. You know, the way sometimes President Edgar Lungu treats these people, you would think that they are his children. Because Vakakoma Kanganja, if you remember, have been complaining about his performance from time immemorial. I even demonstrated against that man. There is no, he doesn't give us that confidence. It's not that Nariwa Patan Shaveshwa is not my friend, is not my relatives, but I'm just talking from his performance. Vakakoma Kanganja has been let down. And President Edgar Lungu has been too lenient. He has been too understanding on Vakakoma Kanganja. To an extent that I'm thinking that maybe Valungu, Varishwana Vakakoma Kanganja. But at the end of the day, President Lungu has to understand. He has to understand that he's answerable to the Zambian people. He has to understand that he has to protect the citizens of this country, including the hard temples. And by the fact that the police are failing to find these people, President Edgar Lungu has to do a due diligence. He has to do the right thing. 6 months now, Edgar Lungu. What are you doing about Vakakoma Kanganja? Because we don't have public confidence. We don't have it. And the evidence is there. Vahatembo, they were missing somewhere mid-February, and up to today they haven't been found. Do you have confidence in Vakakoma Kanganja still? It is time that you acted on your word. Not on my word. I protested. So, on your word, can you do what you said? Because this man has failed. And I want to appeal to other public officers, the constitutional holders, the DPP, our Anti-Corruption Commission. We are not playing when we come to your offices. It is not a playing matter when you come to your offices. When I went to the Anti-Corruption Commission, it was not a playing matter. It was not just politics I was doing. There was evidence, and you can't refute that evidence. It is there at the Ministry of Lands. It's there. A forged assignment, and titles were changed into the name of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema on forged documents. Why are they not acting? Lima Bank, farm number 24, Kolomo 24, was under Lima Bank. Somebody who was working for Grant Thornton, which liquidated Lima Bank, is owning the farm. There is clearly pecuniary advantage there. What more do you want? I don't need to be an educated lawyer. It is just common sense. It's common sense. It's common knowledge. So what is going on? Is it that these people are scared of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema? Is it that the PF Muletina Hakainde Hichilema? There is no one who is above the law. If Hakainde Hichilema has committed a crime, the law must follow him. The law must follow him. Why are you holding on? Why are you sitting on that warn and caution? Why are you sitting on it? Why is the Anti-Corruption Commission not following up Hakainde Hichilema? Yes, they said they interviewed Hakainde Hichilema in the night. When ministers are being called to the Anti-Corruption Commission, they all tell you, you even know. Chitotela was going to the Anti-Corruption Commission, you even took pictures of him. Chilufya went to the Anti-Corruption Commission, you took pictures of him. Where are the pictures when you interviewed the Hakainde Hichilema? Why did you interview Hakainde Hichilema in the secret of the night? Why not treat him like any other person? So, today, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to express my frustration to the Anti-Corruption Commission that up to today, we don't have something concrete. I wanted to express my frustration on the police. They recorded a warning and caution on forgery. It is on ice. Key witnesses are missing and they can't be found. And yet, the IG is on performance contract. And I'm looking forward to Lungu firing Bakakoma Kanganja. If President Edgar Lungu does not fire Bakakoma Kanganja, I can promise you that this time I'll just go naked protesting. Come July, Bakakoma Kanganja is there. I will protest against him. If you want, you arrest me, but the message would have been sent. This is what I wanted to communicate with you. Thank you very much. Are there questions? I can answer quickly and we move out. Willing seller, willing buyer. Who is the willing seller? Fiam Fikai. Tapala ma question def.
If you are joining me for the first time, please remember to click subscription button and hit that notification bell to be the first person to receive the video that will be produced by Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, updating you. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media.